Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be making this delicious pot of egusi soup. But before we get started, happy new year guys. So yeah, we'll be making this delicious pot of egusi soup, and make sure you watch till the end because I'll be like showing you my two secret ingredients in making like the banging pot of egusi soup. So to start, I'm going to be boiling my beef, and in this case I'll be using my beef and goat meat, and after that I'll be adding my tribe and stockfish. So yeah, be putting salt, a lot of onions. I think I used about one like large onions. So my salt, onions, and my seasoning cube, which in this case I'll be using the Maggi crayfish. So please feel free to use any seasoning of your choice. And note, I'm not going to be adding water at this stage. I'm just going to allow the beef to like release its own juice, and if it needs more water later, I'll be doing so. So moving on to the pepper mix, I'll be using my bell peppers and bell pepper, scotch bonnet, and paprika. That's what I always use. Yes, and then I'll be deseeding the bell peppers and the paprika, and I'll be using a lot of onions. Guys, I have started spilling the tea. Yes, I like to like put, like, can you see? And now I'll show you I'm using that two large onions. I'll show you the quantity of egusi soup now. So yeah, I like to also put smoked catfish, and that's the quantity of the egusi soup. That's about one derica. Yes, that's about one derica of egusi soup. And I think I've showed you crayfish. So yeah, so moving on, I'm going to be blending my pepper mix. Some people like to blend it just a bit, but I like to make a smooth paste with it. But please feel free to do whatever works for you. And now we're going to be checking in on our beef, and as you guys can see, it's already it has brought out its own water, so I might not be needing to add water. So I'm just going to give it a good mix and cover it to make it really soft. Now I'll be pouring hot water into my smoked catfish. So I like to use hot water to clean my catfish. Just, yeah, this is something I like to do because you don't know where it's coming from. Even though this is my own catfish, it's coming from my sister's farm, and I know it's thoroughly cleaned, but I just still like to still put hot water, and the hot water would also make it soft, if you get what I mean. So it will make it softer, and then also for cleansing. And I'll be removing the head of the fish, and I'll also be removing the bones. Yes, and after doing all of this, I'm going to be using cold water to just give it a final rinse, and I'll be setting it aside. So moving on to the egusi, one thing I like to do is that for the paste, I like to blend onions. So I blended another large onions and then made it smooth, and I'll be pouring it into the egusi soup. I realized that it makes the egusi soup more flavorful. Like, guys, just give this a try. I know some people just like to add water, and then some people like to add meat stock. I've done this before, but I just noticed that when I do it this way, the egusi is more flavorful. So I'm just going to be mixing the egusi soup, and I'll be mixing the egusi soup with the blended onions and making it form a paste. And yeah, I think I said it at the beginning of the video that this egusi is about one derica, and one derica of egusi soup, because I used to sell soups back in Nigeria, and one derica would give you about 6 liters of egusi soup. So yeah, that's another secret I have told you. So yeah, Moving on. And guys, I apologize for the way I sound. I have a stuffy nose and sometimes I have to breathe with my mouth. That's why I'm sounding like this. So yeah, just now moving on to the egusi. So you put in your palm oil. For egusi soup, you don't have to even bleach the palm oil. But this, I think I was doing something and forgot that I had the light on for the light on while the palm oil was in the pot already, so that's why it kind of looks a bit bleached. So you want to put in your what's it called, locust beans, which we all know as, some of us know as iru. So fry that a bit to release its flavor, and I'll be putting my pepper mix. So after doing this, I'm just going to be covering it, and this is my own method. I like to fry the stew before adding my egusi paste. So yes, I'm just going to be stirring it together, and then I'll be covering it. Yeah, so after some minutes I'll be coming back to check it, and as you guys can see, the oil is already coming up, but we're not done yet. I'm just going to stir it a bit, and then I'm going to cover it again, come back to it. Now we're back to it after more minutes. Yes, so I'm going to be checking it again, and this time I'll be seasoning it. So yeah, I'm going to be seasoning it, and I'll be using my Maggi naija pot. Guys, with egusi soup, this Maggi this Maggi naija pot, very nice with for egusi soup. But I don't think they still make it, because before leaving Nigeria I was looking for it, but they kept saying that they don't have and all of that. So please feel free to use any seasoning of your choice, but because I still had this, I just thought that okay, let me just use it. So after spicing it, I'm going to cover it again to allow it cook, and we'll get back to it. So you guys can see the long process, right? Yeah, so like a few minutes later, I think this is about 30 minutes in all now. I think so, yes. A few minutes later, I've come back to it. The stew is fried, and now I'm just going to be adding the paste to the pepper mix, if that makes sense. So this is the paste, and you guys remember that I added the blended onions to make a paste. So I'm just going to be scooping the paste into the stew, and guys, after scooping the paste into the stew, I'm going to leave it to fry. Like, please make sure you fry your egusi soup, like this paste, please make sure you fry it very well, like fry it very very well. So after scooping it, I'm just going to cover the pot and leave it to fry on. And don't forget guys, always cook in your low to medium heat, please. You guys can see it is fried, even the even the oil is already floating. So I'm going to stir it now, and you guys will see how it will just kind of break. This is to show that it has fried. It was even almost burning, but because I have like enough pepper mix, I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. So the pepper mix is like kind of like enough, a lot safe. So that's why you're not seeing the egusi scattering everywhere, because the juice from the pepper is, guys, English is hard, but you guys can see what I'm saying, right? Yes. So you fry it very well, and yes, after frying, now I'll be putting my what's it called, this is my blended crayfish. Yeah, this is my blended crayfish. I like to be very generous with crayfish, guys. It makes a lot of difference. Like, it just gives it this really nice distinct taste. You guys can see the way the egusi is breaking, right? That's what we are looking for. So after putting my crayfish, the next thing I like to do is to add my that's the smoked catfish, if you guys can remember. So I already removed the bones and the head. So yeah, I've added it now. The next thing would be to add my the beef, and I like to also add it with the beef stock just to loosen the egusi. So yeah, after, so the meat stock is going to serve as so I don't need to add water because of the stock that I've already added. So yes, and please note, you'd see that I've not even added salt. This is because, you know, I added salt to my meat when I was boiling my meat. So this is my style. When I've added salt like that to my beef stock or whatever, I just take my time. Like I said in my last video, salt is usually even the last thing I put, because you know this seasoning cubes already has salt, and you know we're trying to be healthy. So yeah, I'm just going to be giving this a good mix. So guys, you guys can see that our egusi is loaded, lots of shaki. I can see shaki, I can see smoked fish, okporoko, my goat meat, my beef. This day I did not have what's it called, bomo. If you have bomo, please feel free to, anything else you have. Okay, I still needed to add water to make it loosen up more. Yeah, I needed to add more water. So I think that's because my meat stock was not enough, like it wasn't really enough. You guys, I'm pouring the remaining crayfish because you know I've added water just to retain that taste, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just going to be giving it a good mix. So yes, I almost forgot I almost forgot my secret ingredient. So usually from this stage, what I like to now add, okay, so I cover it, and then when after a few minutes I'll be back to it. Yes, so at this point I should have added my ogiri okpe. Guys, if you don't know what it is called, just go to that the market. If you're in Nigeria, go to those Igbo people selling egusi, selling crayfish, all those things. So tell them you want to buy ogiri okpe, guys. Okay, so now this is uziza leaf. You see, those are my two secret ingredients that I'm giving you guys for free. You see, the combination of uziza leaf and ogiri okpe in your egusi soup, oh my god, guys, go and try it and come back and thank me. Please come back to this post. Guys, egusi soup and jollof rice was back then at home when I was selling food. Those were my major, like, best selling food, like, and that's because you see, if you taste my jollof rice and my egusi soup, I'm not trying to make mouth though. So people keep coming back because they like it. So but I'm giving you guys for free, try ogiri okpe and uziza leaf in your egusi soup. I'm not going to say more than that. So yeah, I'll be showing you the ogiri okpe. You know, you guys, I told you that I almost forgot about the ogiri okpe. Yeah, but see, I've added my uziza, and I like to add uziza before adding. This is ugu leaf now. I like to add uziza before ugu because uziza is actually kind of hard, it's tough, so I like it to go in first and make it a bit, cook it for a while before adding my ugu leaf. So I think it was at this point that I remembered that, oh, my secret ingredients. So I went to dissolve it. So for people who don't know, it's like, how do I even I wish I actually showed you guys, because I went off camera to dissolve it, and you guys will just be seeing me pouring the paste. See, just go to those Igbo people, they will show you. But this is how to know the good ones. You see all those big ones, I've realized that those are ones are not the ones from the real, those ones are not the real ones. You see, but the tiny balls, it's like a black ball, guys. That's how I can describe it. So yeah, they are small, they have the small ones, they have the big ones. I usually go for the small ones because one woman who sells, my customer told me that those small ones are the like really good ones, so that's what I use. I just rinse it and then I use hot water. I pour in hot water. I use my spoon to just dissolve it. Some people actually blend it with their crayfish, but this is how I like to do mine. So yes, I have dissolved it and I'm going to be pouring the mixture in the egusi soup. So yeah, because I was unable to finish dissolving, and because it's kind of, I'm not putting it on time ahead. I don't want it to have those particles. That's why I'm throwing that away. Usually I will dissolve everything that you wouldn't even see any particles again. So guys, this makes a lot of difference. Like you see, putting your onions in your paste, putting your uziza and ogiri okpe. Some people just call it okpe. Yes, yeah, these are my secret ingredients. Just try it, guys. Try it, trust me, it makes a lot of difference. Like it gives your egusi this nice taste, like not your regular egusi taste. So you guys, this is, like I always say, salt is the last thing that I put. So yeah, I just allow it cook for like a while and then just few minutes, and then yes, we're done. Look at our beautiful pot of egusi soup, guys. Trust me, this egusi soup was really nice, and we add it with poundo. Usually if I was in Nigeria, I would have had it with fufu. I love egusi and fufu, guys. So we had it with poundo, and as with every bite we had something to pick. It was really nice, was really delicious, guys. This is the end of the video. If you are new to the channel, please encourage me by subscribing. It will mean a lot to me, guys. Please click on the subscribe button and like this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I have other videos on my channel. Make sure you watch my jollof rice video. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.